I'm particularly thankful to the organizers for giving me the opportunity to share my experiences that I have accumulated over years during my practical work at Muhimbili University. We all know that, and we have heard from other speakers, that local production is indeed an avenue for the local industry to invest, and also to other stakeholders like training institutions. They also are provided with the opportunity, because whenever you have local production, then there's a demand for skilled people. Therefore, it's also an opportunity for investment in terms of training. And we also know that despite the flexibilities offered by TRIPS, manufacturers in Eastern Africa have not been able to seize the opportunity. And there's a number of challenges that have led them not to be able to seize this opportunity. And I think previous speakers have given a light on the technical standards of production, compliance with the WHO. These are some of the challenges that have been singled out as the environment that thwart the progress of the local production. Also, a lack of generic, being generic manufacturers, they lack a place for galenical development. And the last component is the lack of skilled personnel, and this is the area we as a university, it's our mandate, and I'm going to focus more on this. What are the initiatives that are in place, and what we've done, and what are these challenges that are still pending to be sorted. And so we know that because of this lack of skilled people, the very few experienced key personnel in the local industry, they are moving from one industry to the other. So they're being poached from one industry to the other because they are very few. And this leaves other industries which cannot afford these qualified personnel to do either two things. One, they do import skilled personnel from other countries, like India. I personally have no problem with that. But my question is whether is this sustainable? For how long can we keep on relying on imported skills from abroad? So I think you will agree with me that there is a need to build the local capacity in terms of training so that we can man the industrial operations. Then those which cannot afford to import these qualified skills, then they take risk and manufacture medicines without paying adequate attention to the quality. And again, this now brings into having substandard products, like my colleague have shown paracetamol tablets with the molding, and I think this is a consequence of having unqualified people manning the industrial operations. So I will try to take you through some facts and figures of our industrial sector in Tanzania, and the status quo of the qualified pharmacists who are working in the industry. And you can see clearly that of the pool of about 800 pharmacists that we have in Tanzania, we only have 22 as of year 2010 who are working in the local pharmaceutical industry. And indeed, this is a very low, I think, compared to other countries. It's a very low numbers. And of course, there are some reasons why our graduate pharmacists, they don't like to take positions in the industry, and some of them that they shared is challenging environment, in the sense that compared to working as a hospital pharmacist and as a community pharmacist, they perceive that working in pharmaceutical production, it is more challenging, that you need to upgrade your skills very regularly. You have to be up to date. You need to have high skills, and also you need to have master a lot of scientific concepts, especially when you have to prepare a medicine dossiers. Then you need to understand the science behind it. And of course, you have frequent audits from regulatory authorities, so you need to be in a level that you can discuss with the auditors and come. So these are some of the issues that put away our pharmacists into other areas. And recently there was a study commissioned by GIZ, and it was conducted by Medical Mission Institute of Wisborg. And with this study, I think they found a very interesting phenomenon only in Tanzania, that you have the high qualified are more than the least qualified. So you have few technicians and you have more pharmacists than technicians. And you will clearly see that instead of having more qualified, a few qualified people supervising less qualified, so that those are the one who mans the operations, is the opposite, which means that this gap is filled by unskilled personnel, because in any case the production is ongoing. And this goes down even from the training perspective. We can see that, like from the university, for example, from Muhimbili, we are training 226 pharmacists, while we have only 91 technicians. So right from the training, I think the design points to a remote possibility. And likewise for the other universities is the same. So what will this mean? It will mean that there is a challenge in terms of the availability of the skilled personnel, and of course this one will be bearing on the quality of the product that comes from the industry, and there is a need to come up with the initiative, and this is my appeal to everybody and the international community to come together and try to address the issue of numbers, not only numbers, but also quality, and also types, because even the training that we offer there, you will see that most of them, they are more geared towards the hospital setting, but not production, especially the technicians that we are training. So these are not technicians to man the industrial operation. So we need really to see how we can venture into this area to produce industrial technicians who can man the industrial operations, and definitely they will have a very good impact on the quality. So at Muhimbili, I think you have heard of the R&D lab, which was a technology transfer initiative that was set up in order to increase the great number of skilled and well-trained pharmacists, and also to offer R&D services to the local pharmaceutical industry, and also to offer technical assistance to the regulatory authority in terms of auditing and other issues of regulatory affairs, and also assist manufacturers so that they can go for WHO pre-qualification. So what we have done so far, in this particular lab, we have had the ongoing pharmacy students have undergone practical training, and so far we have about 5 cohorts have received training. And we have also offered, in collaboration with the Action Media and other stakeholders that I'm going to show in the coming slides, we've been able to offer several workshops. And you can see that the numbers that we are training is quite low, and one can challenge it very easily. But of course, on the other hand, we have to consider the approach that we are pursuing. So our approach is more focusing on the practical, the skills to do it, hands-on training. So if you assume a hands-on training, then numbers is really a limiting factor. So that's why you see that when we mount any training, we are really putting a reasonable number that can be managed so that they can acquire the skills that we are planning to impart.
Dr. Kaale, can you keep the time in mind, please?
Right. So, and these are some of the initiatives, some of the partnerships that have been involved since we started the lab. And we're also doing some local support to the local manufacturers in terms of galenico development, and we have this efavirenz as a single tablet. We have been able to reduce the mass from 1200 milligram to 800, and this is in a very good advanced stage, and we still have other projects, and along the side we have a master's training on the same, so that means we are producing, we have a capacity building in terms of multiply effects so that they can continue the initiative. So we also have other initiatives. We are partnering with NEPAD, and in this case we are offering training and regulatory training. And there's also another project that is in pipeline, and that is TESMA. And TESMA draws a multi-stakeholders with different competences from south and from north. And the aim of this initiative is to strengthen the capacity of our regulatory authority so that they can fight counterfeiting. And I think we have heard from the previous speaker that it is indeed a problem, and so we are trying to foster a consortium drawing partners from different areas, and this one, the funding has not yet been secured, so it's again my appeal to any interested funder to consider doing something this. We're also offering testing to clients. So just to conclude that the availability of skilled personnel, it is still a challenge. And in order for the concept of local pharmaceutical production to be a reality, there's a need for the industry, as a private, the universities and governments, NGOs, all sorts of stakeholders to come together to strengthen their efforts. And I appreciate the efforts that have been already in place to look into the numbers of the required skills, the quality and the types. And I thank you for your attention.